What's going on, everybody? FutureRail Productions here. We're back with another review, and this time we're going to be reviewing the Rawice Creations Assassin's Creed Unity Hidden Blade, the Phantom Blade. Let's get into this thing. Before we continue on with this review, I just want to say that this is not the final version of the Hidden Blade. This is the previous generation that uses elastics instead of springs. I talked with Rawice, and he said that the next generation Hidden Blade is going to be the game accurate colors, as well as it's going to be on a new spring system, so you don't have to worry about the elastics breaking. So I'm looking forward to that. He's also at some point releasing the Assassin's Creed Shadows Hidden Blade used by Nawe in the new game. I have to admit that's such a cool design, and I'm looking forward to how he pulls it off. So Rawice's Hidden Blades are ring activated. This design has been copied numerous times, and I'm pretty sure Rawice was the first to actually come up with this. It's basically a OTF design, which is out the front. Basically how it works is, this string here is your pull string to activate the blade. I have to take this off of the arm stand. This you can get custom from the factory, or not the factory, from him. And you can have it like, say whatever you want. Mine says, Hidden Blade of Arno Victor Dorian, which is, true. So, it goes on your arm with Velcro straps. They do come with like little risers that you can buy separately. I bought these ones, only to find out that they don't work with this, which, that's okay. But I like it because on the back it says the Assassin's Creed Creed. So on this one it says, nothing is true, everything is permitted. And on the other one, it says, we work in the dark to serve the light. So I'm going to have these signed by Matt Ryan, who actually, if you didn't know, if you're not an Assassin's Creed fan, he was the voice of Constantine in the animated CW series, as well as the actual series itself, the live action series. But he was the voice of Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is my second favorite Assassin's Creed game, Unity being the first because it was the first game I played. So here's the blade in full. This is the ring. I left a little bit of extra string on the end, so you have to basically feed the string through a hole and then tighten it, make a knot, and then tighten it up against that so the ring is nice and tight. And it's at a set distance. So if I show you here, this is how I have it set up on my hand. I use my left hand. So there's my left hand right there, and that's kind of like the distance. You kind of want the blade to be sitting like right about there. So you basically pull the ring, and the blade comes out, and then then you let go a little bit, and then you reset it. Goes back in, and then you pull your hand close. Reset it. The string is basically bumping into this, so it's basically keeping it from locking, and then you have to pull it back. So let me put it on fully. The ring design is also new. He's got this little T-bone on the bottom of it, so even if you get the string a little bit extra long, you can tighten it around this T-bone, like about up to 3 times, I think, so you can get it set to the correct distance. Mine is set to 2 wraps around it. So you just lay it on your arm like this, and then you wrap, strap. I usually do my rear strap first to here, and then I adjust it as needed. Take the front strap next. Wrap it around. I forgot to put the ring on. So there's the ring. Take my front strap. Now Arno wears gloves with his Hidden Blade, but these don't work with gloves. So I'm going to probably end up getting some leather straps that go with this. He sells those separately for like a custom Batman version of the Hidden Blade, which is nice. Alright, so now it's on my arm. And basically if I flick my wrist like this, there you go. There's the blade. And then, retract it. Now, there's 2 ways of doing this I found, but the correct way, and how Rawice does it, is move your hand in a C motion. So the C motion, like that, and then you move it back, and I like it like this because it's so iconic to the actual, hidden blade, activations in the games. But the correct way, according to him, is this C motion. So you do like that, left to right. So like there, and that resets it, activates it, etc. So this is pretty neat. So here's the activation up close. There we go. So if you see here, this is a square safety tab. These can actually come off. I don't know how well I don't know if I can adjust the camera well enough for you to see it, but there's like a little serrated edge right along the bottom here, and you can actually break these tabs off so you get more of a point. And then you can like take a little bit of sandpaper and like sand it down so it's more into that fine point. I'm leaving the safety tabs on because I don't want to get in trouble with like Comic-Con security and stuff like that. Eventually I'm going to build my own Victor Dorian, uniform, but money. So then you just retract it like that, and then here is the actual crossbow. This does actually work. So this is a little trigger mechanism. You pull this, and that extends it out like that, and then you push this little button right here on the side, and that retracts it. But it does come with its own actual crossbow bolts, so I'm going to go get those real quick. So here are the crossbow bolts. This is all 3D printed. They're two different versions. They have these little round nubs on them, so you guys don't have to worry about like poking somebody's eye out. But there's two versions here. So there's the one from the game, which is this design. And as you can see, there is a magnet inside. There's also a corresponding magnet in here, so that way the blades don't, the bolts don't fall out. I don't know why you would keep them loaded, but. And then there are these skinny ones that fly even further. I don't use these ones because, again, don't want to poke someone's eye out. So let me show you how this works. So you take the little tab basically back here, and you pull this back. Then you take this part, this is actually the crossbow piece, and you pull that part back, and that latches under here. And then this is the button to activate everything. You don't want to do that without a bolt in it because it can actually put strain on the crossbow and then possibly damage it. So we're going to put a game accurate bolt in, and that basically slides through this little hole right here and then into the slot. And as you can see, I'm shaking my arm, it's not coming out. So if I can rotate my arm enough, nope, that's not going to work. I don't know how well you can see it. Come on. Yeah, here, I'll just take it off. It's just going to be easier. There you go. You can see it right there in that little channel right there. And then you just push that button right there to activate it. I'm not going to do that in full. Ow. Yep. So that just comes out and goes wherever it needs to. And then you press this button, and that closes everything up. So here are the Assassin's Creed V2 VAM braces. There's risers that you can buy separately. I'll put a image here and a link in the description. I didn't buy those because I thought these would work again with the Phantom Blade, but they don't. So we've got little buckles here. This is some very high quality work, I would believe. I mean, it is. It's really high quality work. You got little rivets and stuff. I love this design on the front. And of course you have the Assassin's Creed Creed. We work in the dark to serve the light. And then nothing is true, everything is permitted. And if you guys look closely, you guys can see that symbol there. That's Rawice's symbol for his company right there. So pretty neat stuff. So here's the blade arm display piece. Now this is the non-ring finger sacrifice version. Yes, there are two different versions. There's this one and then a ring finger sacrifice version. If you know the Assassin's Creed lore, you know why that was done. That was eventually fixed by Ezio's time. So the ring finger was no longer needed to be sacrificed. But there's two different versions you can display it. Again, ring finger sacrifice, no ring finger sacrifice. And then there's like a left arm and a right arm. This is the left arm. So since Arno, always wears his hidden blade on his left arm. That's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. This hidden blade is a bunch of fun to play with. I'm looking forward to doing my own Arno cosplay at some point, and I'm looking forward to adding the more game-accurate version to my collection, as well as many others. If you're interested in picking one of these up, the retail price is about $115 US, but you're looking to probably spend maybe around 160 total when you factor in the shipping and the import fees and the tariffs and all that. So, increase your budget by about 30-40 bucks essentially. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description down below to his website as to this as well. And until next time, remember, nothing is true, everything is permitted. See you guys.